So if you're wanting more of a body rotation, release style going through the golf ball, this is the video for you, because we're going to talk about 3 simple drills you can do here to really feel this movement and ingrain it into your golf swing. So I'm Jonathan Chan with JChowngolf. Let's dive right into it. Now the first drill here, really cool one. This is something that Rory McIlroy has used quite a lot in the past to get himself to turn a little bit more through the golf ball. And this is called the closed club face drill. So all we do, we sit up to the golf ball with a shut club face. And our whole goal after this is to hit the ball to our target. So still hit the ball fairly straight. So if I've got the club face really shut at setup here, so I could either turn it in or I could grip it to where it's very shut. For me to be able to hit a straight shot, I need to get that club face square at impact. So that requires me to have shaft lean. So if you want to get more shaft lean, this is a great drill for you too. But to be able to get shaft lean and do it naturally, I need to rotate and turn my body, have more of a body turn release. So if I do one here, you're going to see, for me to hit this ball dead straight in front of me in the net, I've got to really turn my body. So like we said, we have to rotate our body to re-square that club face. And this is a really important one as well, because it teaches you the relationship between what this club face is doing in its condition. So it's square, closed or open nature. So the condition of the club face and how that relates to body movement going through the golf ball. As rotation isn't quite as simple as just turning, we have to have certain things aligned for that. Like we need that club face to be matching our spine angle around that in the downswing to rotate efficiently. So if we want to train it and really get a good repetition of almost overdoing the body rotation, which we have to do with everything when we practice, we have to overdo it to some extent, well then we'd have to be shut with that club face to really get a very extreme exaggerated rep to get very open to re-square that club face. So again, really close that club face off, have it pointing way left of your target and still try to hit it straight. So next drill here, the chair drill. So you can use a chair just like this, or you could use a golf bag. So how do we do this drill and how does it affect us to influence more of a body rotation release? So we set up to the chair. It's on the back of our hamstrings here, so it could be a golf bag as well. Now what we need to do here is we need to push this chair back with our right hip in the backswing and then really push it back with our left hip in the downswing there. You can see me just pushing this back is rotating my hips. So this is me gaining what's called more hip depth. So the more depth I have to anything in the golf swing means more behind me. So if I just purely think right hip going back, it's going to rotate my hips in the backswing. And if I rotate or push this back with my left hip, it's going to rotate me in the downswing. So good hip rotation will lead to good total body rotation as well. Just what we need to swing through the golf ball like we want to with more body rotation. So here we go, pushing it back in the backswing and really pushing it back in the downswing. I'm pushing it off the platform. That's how much I want to do it. Not just keeping my pelvis touching it. You're doing nothing if you're doing that. So let's push it back as much as we can. So third drill, I've saved the best one to last. So for all you who are still here, good stuff, because you're going to be seeing the best one. So this is by far my favorite rotational drill. If you've watched a lot of my rotation videos, you've seen this before, but it's so good, that's why I'm going to keep on talking about it. And this is the preset rotation drill. So this is the ultimate for this type of movement through the golf ball. So what do? We set up to this golf ball and we get ourselves into our preferred impact, maybe more an exaggerated version of this. So open up your hips as much as you can, have your weight 90% on that left side, have your chest open as much as you can, which will be a little bit less than your hips. Now here's the missing key, which a lot of people do wrong here. We want this right shoulder to be dropping down as close as we can get it to the right hip. I see so many people do it like this. You can see how high my right shoulder is. That will cause me to swing massively over it. So I want that right shoulder to drop down. So from front on, it looks like this. Rotate the hips as much as you can. Weight on that left side 90%. Rotate the chest as much as you can. Right side dropping down. Haven't said anything about shaft lean, have I? But then you can see what's happened to the shaft. It's gone forward. It tells you it's a byproduct of good rotation. So here we go. All we need to do from there is then spring back, spring through, preferably a half swing to start off with. But you will see when you video yourself doing this, you get a crazy amount of rotation. So if you want to get good reps in, this is really what you do. So here we go. So guys, the most important thing about this whole video is once you've got the drill you want to do, as I suggest doing one drill and sticking to it rather than doing loads of different ones, is do a lot of it in your practice session. If you're hitting a bucket of golf balls down the driving range, hit, let's say it's 100 golf balls, hit 90 of them balls doing the drill. You might be having the perfect drill for your golf swing, but if you don't do enough of it, if you only do 50%, maybe even less, that's most of you, you won't be doing anything for your golf swing. That's why your golf swing stays where it is because you're not doing enough to retrain that pattern in your brain of how you swing a golf club. So one of these drills, I've done a lot of the preset rotation one, but they all work very, very nicely. But if you want a more in-depth look on rotation and you want to know everything there is to know about rotation to get it into your golf swing, I have a course just on that called The Ultimate Guide to Rotation in the Downswing. As in depth as you could possibly get, but very simple, easy and absorbable information to apply to your game. And that is on my SKILLEST profile, but it's only available on the SKILLEST app. So I'll put a link down in the description to download that. All you need to do is find my profile, Jonathan Chown, and you will see online courses there and boom, there it is. There's The Ultimate Guide to Rotation in the Downswing, but you also see that's where you can get an online lesson with me as well. So if you want to work one-to-one, just us two, you can do that too. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, of course, click the like button if you want more golf instruction just like this. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video. So do these 3 drills and you are going to be feeling more rotation.